mbona mse amevaa viatu za yellow but
mbona viatu za yellow
pole sikujua
Hiya, what are the accomplishments you are proud of yourself for accomplishing over the past 6 months? Accomplishments. Mimi niko na ka mbili so far kwa akili yangu. Hemwe.
hiyo ni number 1.
Yes.
Hiyo ni kikamba.
Hapa sijui Kikuyu I guess.
Unisema tu.
Ukijua language unaongea tu. Hata kama it makes sense, ongea tu.
Yeah, but one being that I'm extremely proud of the growth and the progress of the podcast. 100. Very proud because we wrapped up season 2. Then we're now doing audiovisual as planned. So I'm just very like baby girl, plus my team, Makofi bana, let's go.
Makofi.
Yeah. 2. It's a very recent thing, but it still happened in quarter.
Quarter.
Oh.
But it still happened in half 1. But it's very recent. But I made a very personal, intentional decision of like, I mean, I knew I've always been a Christian. I know I probably said that salvation prayer when I was like in class 6, but I don't think I'd ever taken it like for
seriously.
real. Yeah, like you know how me nafikia Mungu akisema in 19 what this date this month is when I got born again. Mimi ukiniuliza hiyo swali
go like sometime
nilikuwa tu class 6 tuliambiwa nani anataka kukoka after Sunday school teacher mimi
hata ku explain hiyo nini
hata kusemeza mimi unaambiwa sema pasema Bwana Yesu alafu because after that we used to get biscuits
mimi ni wako
tulikuwa tunapangwa biscuits after ku make your prayer biscuits
so for food
biscuits. So I remember I was having a conversation with one very close friend of mine who has a very like ushaona wale watu wanakuanga na relationship ya God unadmire hadi uko tu when ni nani like I had a conversation with one of those friends of mine and it was like this person had so much going on in their lives na yetu alikuwa ananiambia ni kama venye kuna storm kama venye Jesus kulikuwa na storm na amechill tu so me I'm asking them what is this mimi nafaa kwa nimelia throw tantrum nimeambia Jesus tumerub juu ni jali tumerub you know
Nio biscuit. Ulishapatiwa reward yako. Ndio biscuit.
Hey bro. So I feel like in as much as I don't think I told them how much they inspired me, they did something to me. And I feel like now from then on I go to church and all those sermons would just lead to something. Ni kama God ananiambia even though nakushow Megan. Na even though nakushow. Yeah, so I made like a very personal decision and I was like, yeah, you know, I'm finna rededicate my life. And it's been great. Like when I tell you all it's been great. Hadi najipata naongelesha mtu kuhusu God niko wait. Kwani nimeanza kuni like see funny. Hadi to some point I was even telling one of my friends, I think in like 2 weeks just kiza secular your stuff and make sense one line it's just kiza sauti sol you know how that it's not making sense in my head you guys but all I can say is it's been a very beautiful journey it's been a very beautiful journey
your sentence ufuata na ni God
because when nilikuwa nimerealize because I feel like immediately I made that decision so many doors zenye nilikuwa nashanga form hizi mlango hazifunguki zikaanza sasa ku open kidogo napata call kidogo niko like so ungesema kitambo ungenishow hizi vitu February ningekuwa in those spaces right now but now I feel like what you were saying timing is very time ya God yana kwanga tu ameset everything in plan. The other thing I'm extremely proud of myself for is I think I'm intentionally healing. Like I was in therapy and I was telling my therapist I think nimeanza ku live life before I think nilikuwa tu survival mode like na exist tu kwa sababu first off Jesus alisema when man sit on this other with God today is form but now I feel like I've been living like for real like siatina fake siatina mask nimekuwa too happy on the real I've been really happy so yeah that's me.
Oh.
Mugambi.
You.
No, I'm a very grown person. Hapa.
Mbona unafurahi? Ana smile.
Uko shy, guys. Uko shy.
Yeah. Okay.
Nili. Tumefikia ama ni Mugambi.
Ama ni okay sana. Mtu yeyote.
Hata so break the ice mara moja ndio kwani jamini.
Hauna pika.
Sasa ngoja na hivi guy hata siwezi jidefend. The question was
3 accomplishments you're proud of.
3 accomplishments.
When I've been psycho. Happy.
Hey, you ni compliment.
Not in that
compliment.
So no watching me dread do relate.
Yes. 3 accomplishments. I think one is nimejijua vizuri hii mwaka. Nimejijua vizuri.
Kuna jijua?
Sikuwa najijua. I was in the dark. Tunang'ang'ana hapo.
I'm proud of you.
Sikuwa si vile najijua sahi. By now hizo siku zingine nilikuwa najaribu kujitafutia self identity in other females, you know. Yeah.
Lakini sasa umeamua.
Sasa nimeamua. Nikujijua jitambulishe. Kulikuwa na hiyo advert jitambulishe. Anyway, hata so nimebreak sama hiyo ndo. I think knowing myself, the other accomplishment I think is my relationship with money is positive. Not necessarily because of that, but you know, unaweza kuwa na pesa na ujui pali inaenda, like you have, like you're poor. Unaona nilikuwa nakuangalia tu. Unaweza kuwa na pesa lakini you're poor. But yeah, personally I don't even think I'm rich kabisa. Hata iko karibu, to be honest. After tuone kina Sonko anatoa dollars, unaweza sema uko na pesa. Wewe hata zangu nikiweka hivi pamoja hata sijui dola. Hizi ni vitu za dunia. Kizishikanishe. Hata siwezi yeko kwa hiyo kitu yenye wanatoanga hiyo ya pesa. So
vanity.
I think
wealth is in heaven, my friend.
Mainly your relationship with money and with God as well.
Imekuwa relationship na kitu important.
With money.
With money.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it may improve.
See madam.
So, exactly.
Hey, madam important. Let's go there.
Well,
agree to disagree. Unaona?
Agree to disagree.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think the relationship with money and time and God, hizo ni tatu, si ndio? Has really improved.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So, thanks.
Bwana Mugambi.
Yes.
20 cars.
Yes. Things I've actually achieved in mwaka nimefurahi. Wow. Getting back on stage for plays because I had only done ilikuwa tu that nafanya TV or film, doing stints here and there, and then I was like, I really want to be back on stage. I want to be on stage yenye watu wengine wameona nimelipiwa nini, not just within the confines of UON. Within UON hapo watu walikuwa, the first play I did nilikuwa UON, so nikasema acha nifanye nyingine out. And actually loved being on pilot. Actually was recasted on that. I had initially gone to play Peter, and then something happened in there. One of our cast members had a family emergency, so nikaambiwa tu vizuri, Mugambi, would you like to understudy for the role of Jesus? I'm like, hey, yes, me, yes, Jesus. That was fun for me at the time. Then I got to do other plays later on. I got to voice an ad, Absa ile tembea nini hiyo nilifurahi bana. Ndio kitu funny story. Niliambiwa niende Capital hiyo morning. It was on a Sunday morning. I remember Sunday morning. Nilikuwa najambia naenda church.
Sound kama composition. I remember on a very Sunday.
Nilikuwa naenda church from 10. Tunafaa ku meet at like 12. So nilikuwa naenda church ya from 10. By 12 nimalize, ama juinishanga at around 11:30 40 hapo ni chak niende wherever niende hiyo job mimi nakoliwa at 9 am ona saa nikiwa nimelala hata alarm ijalia bado hata iko kitu 7:30 hapo 7:38 sikumbuki mapema tu Mugambi, can you come at Capital by 11? Like Capital. Sawa. Unajua nikaenda Capital gani?
Capital Center.
Capital Center bana. But in my defense, tulikuwa nafanya Njoroge. I used to use Mombasa Road a lot.
Capital
So so Capital FM is literally a walking distance for me. Naweza toka na Crocs. Nitembee, nifike. Mimi nikapanda gari.
Ukienda Capital.
Alafu unafika na Colombia amenipigia. Nyamazi, nilijua aje Capital Center kwa wapi.
So mimi Capital Center.
Watu hujui kwa wapi. Sawa. So mimi nakoliwa naambiwa come to 19th floor. I'm like naangalia Capital Center.
I think
Like kwani hicho?
Au kumaliza kujenga.
Nikiingia kwa that cafe nyina kwa hapo kapanda alafu na call bro ni aje
niko kwa cafe
uliniambia Capital gani Jumi says niko Capital Center kwa sababu oh I met Capital FM come back to town it's at Londro House oh my god I know where that is yeah so interesting time nikaenda huko nikafanya alafu nikaanza so the first niliona kwa sijui nani alinitumia kaniambia ndio hii kazi yako like guys that's me talking and yeah, I was quite excited
I mean it should be as it should be
because that was now the first time doing like a very big voiceover that was being heard because the other ones I had done it's either in Kimeru and not everyone will hear Kimeru or I could release your yet so it was just still somewhere so you kutokea I was like oh my god that's my work at least now I can tell someone that is one of the things I've done that and actually now getting roles in more serious productions imekuwa at least hizo ni achievements I can say for past year I'm thankful to God for then what else tumekuwa tukifanya job like now recording while singing for friends with friends when you're najua pia they're good at least now naweza sema niko na 2 projects underwear hapa kule underwear si underwear sorry kizungu sorry
tukisonga like that as we're songaing like that what is an important insight and lesson you can share with the audience that you have learned so far lesson or insight ni kama unaochingi Sharon K anasemanga what is a best kept secret that you can share with the audience
acha nianze
Hey.
Is that enough? Nimeivunja kabisa. Very nice. Nimevunja hiyo maneno. Nimemaliza hiyo. Nimevunja hiyo ice kavunjika.
Sasa Sub-Zero.
So I think one important lesson naweza share it's that the whole aspect of tunaanzanga kufikiria so much about in our careers and in our lives about what step to take, how to take it, that it doesn't matter really. That the only thing that matters is if you're moving. I feel that has become a really important step kwangu, especially in understanding, because most of the time utapata the thing you are looking for haitakuja. Na even in regards to stuff here, for example, watu sema hakuna kazi hakuna kazi. I think I staki kukaa privileged and everything and say ni mentality. It's not really a mentality, but at the same time I think kuna kazi, because kuna mtu alikuwa ananiambia in Nairobi there's usually someone looking for a job every single day. Kuna mtu anatafuta job. Shida ni most people don't have agency. By agency I mean like most people don't know how to talk to people and interact to the point
networking.
Exactly. It's kind of like networking. So most people don't know ile ama don't have that sense of talking to someone else na unamwambia sema, and then you exchange the number, and then not necessarily calling them to ask for a job, but even necessarily just calling them and telling them, hey, by the way, unaendeleaje, or something like that. Like your sense of urgency imekuwa very much. So I think one key lesson nimelearn is that it's really important to just start and move.
Amazing.
Yeah, despite situation where you answer and then move, and then somehow things work together. Like they come together, and then una realize tu kila kitu yenye ulikuwa unataka ina fall in place pole pole. Yeah, so
smart. Wait, lamna nishtua. Slide reference wangu anakuwa na content. Kwa wengine.
Let me proceed. For me, one of the good lessons I have learned. Actually, I didn't know family was that important until I experienced it was actually like a week or two ago. And I saw a very young boy. Again, I feel like this. No, let him know podcast. Mnakujanga kusema stories za watu hapa.
So one of my friends.
So one of my guys.
But okay, so I really found myself having to help someone in a very young boy, actually, like 10, 11 there, in a very tough family situation. And I was like, wow, I am my age right now. Just wapea so many hints.
Hey,
but I feel like at my age right now.
Like that.
I'm going on. So at my age right now,
at your big age.
Yeah, big age, very big age. I have never experienced such a thing, and I hadn't really found myself appreciating family so much than at that point.
Yeah.
And also the fact that as an adult, being in some situations, or rather just yourself, you can find yourself in situations where you have to play bigger roles than you actually thought of yourself as. So, yeah, basically, let me just cover it up like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So more than a lesson that I have learned. I feel like I don't know, in the spirit of church, I'll draw mine from there. It's a thing where my friend have been talking about. And wow, yeah. I would tell them when you watch Pamguri. Anyways, I think in hindsight what I was trying to say is a friend of mine and I were talking about how when you're just redirecting your steps from being in the world to this other direction, it's not funny, first off, because it's like being unshelved and sanctified, and it's like some things need to like fall off. And sometimes the falling off does happen, but you like keep on going back to it. And it's never a funny feeling with the way.
Familiar.
It's like proper guilt, proper disappointment, it's proper shame, depending on like whatever it is that you've gone back into. And this person was telling me, do you think that the moment you've said that you want to, get a new life, and you've already told that to God, and you take a step back, it doesn't take away the sonship that has been handed over to you. Like it has made me look at my relationship with God, like how an earthly parent is like. Earthly parents don't disown you just because Julie and ukafanya nini. Like your parents will always cover you and cover you and cover you.
Yeah.
So I think in hindsight, the lesson is that there's so much grace and so much mercy from this very unique person that you can just tap into. Because before I just feel like sawa, God najua many rab na ni sawa na najua nipendi anymore. But now I realize that mi sisi ndo kwa tumeji bat down sana when there's no reason to actually like do that. So for me, I think I'm learning the dynamics of how I relate with God in so many crazy ways. So practically that. Yeah. Sasa nifanye pasta.
Sawa.
When you're Dane.
Tunakutakasa. Kwa jina la Bwana.
Ufungue TV sasa kama anaitangwa nani?
Hapana umevadi.
Unataka namba iko hapa chini. Unaona hapo chini.
Fire. Hiyo chachi.
Lakini anaongeanga sana.
Inakuwa comedy kiwatch.
Ninaweza kuwa member.
Mimi naweza watch kucheka by
Legit naweza kuwa member.
Okay, I don't watch Andrew Kibe. Just putting this out there. I do not watch Andrew Kibe. I do not.
Punias. Kuja hapa.
I was watching Andrew, not really watching. I found one of my friends looking at Andrew Kibe's video of Ienye. There was a woman who was faking tongues. I said it was the funniest thing because she was saying King Kong Kang King Kang Kang. It was so funny, and I think Sijai's Andrew Kibe hajawahi make sense up until that point because what he was saying was making sense. This person was literally hizo tongues si tongues hata kama uendangi church hizo tongues si tongues
lakini wewe unaweza jua aje
hapana
wewe unaweza kuongea hata mtu atasema atakuwa kile hizo zako ni
hapa tu King Kong Kang King Kang alafu venye alimaliza kuongea akirudisha ilikuwa size I think akimrudisha mic akacheka
nani size akacheka
huyo mdem alikuwa anasema hivyo kumaanisha hata alikuwa anajua tunadu hata
alisha kuna watu walituma hapo pesa
kama ukawa ni believer maze kwa tu believer ukweli juu ukianza kucheza apparently the most unforgivable sin is unbelief. That's quote unquote initangwa nini blasphemy against the spirit. Ndio the
I feel like there's a joke I like to accept.
So imagine ufanye kitu unajua wewe ni Mkristo lakini unaenda ku make fun of the tongues Buddha ama like the actual working power Buddha hiyo hakuna forgiveness unapata hapo utatii tu.
Naona kama kuna special chamber in hell for what when I'm making jokes na mimi naweza joke about Israel thing lakini vitu za God is where
you draw the line.
So we don't do that here.
Yeah, so one thing I learned I have learned and I think I'm still learning is kuna kuanga na a vocal minority that is getting all the attention on most of the social media and all the other like any media tu yenye iko kuna people who talk about life in a very negative way people who make relationships seem like it's all driven by money or you can only date women who are of a certain skin color skin texture body size type background there's a way the kind of music you'd want to listen to pia would probably influence you on this vocal minority and you will end up thinking that the world is bad. I honestly believe the world is bad. You see it because of the but because people are just people. If you think about some of the thoughts you've had today, if everyone were to hear them, unge feel scared. Juu kuna mtu unaona uko like huyo ni kiwaza. Alafu kuna ule kiki naishi aje? Okay. Kuna mtu na date huyu. Like there so many
mean town every 2 minutes.
See.
Me no mean town na kwanga na judge fashion sense na what like
you
utoka tu home hivi.
You chose that. Nice. You bought that.
Hauna boyfriend alikwambia.
So let's imagine if this is the minority that is going to influence your thoughts, you will end up having a lot of messed up thoughts and a messed up perspective on life yenye itakufanya ukue a very hateful person or you think that you're always being hurt by people. There's always another side to the story in as much as you don't want to feel like uko tu sawa ama in as much as ukichangiwa tu your mind about something you always want to attack the person who's trying to change your mind because you're so used to living in unaanza kupata na nini tango aje stuff yenye cognitive dissonance
kwani ule revive
jina kubwa
kwani ule revive kabla kuja kwa leo
nauliza nasema hizi ni vitu unakuanga nazo kwa akili lakini huwezi ambia watu joto kule unasema nini? Yeah, so instead unajaribu unaambiwa this is how the world is by someone else, or this is a new perspective on life that you've never seen.
True.
Or you're told if you think you're being hurt, or everyone is against women because of a vocal minority of women who are saying this has happened, we're not hatuizimi juu women wamefanyiwa hii, or a certain group of people wamefanyiwa hii. Ukikuja ambiwe maybe the reason you're saying this is because you've probably not seen that people are bad, and this has happened as also to this kind of people who you think have it so well. And once you get to understand that we're see victim, because I think that's a thing that everyone who's trying to speak out here, be woke about things, is trying to make themselves a victim of some sort. Acha kuwa victim bana, just work, be proactive in changing your life, and be an active member of the society who will help out. Because if you're funny thing for men, for so many different men, if you're sitting somewhere doing nothing, being unproductive, not having money, you're working towards, you don't have goals, you get easily depressed. But once you tell a dude, many times, it's not that this is what happens, but many times if you tell a guy, amka, have a routine ya kwenda gym, uko na hobby unafanyanga nayo kitu, fanya your stuff. Do you make wood? Make the wood and sell it. Or do you like singing? Start writing songs, sing. Can you do stuff? Can you fix things in the house? Can you do once you get a guy to have something, some kind of passion project that he has that can also probably even bring him money. Maybe, and just change his personal outlook and get him to have something he can identify himself with that is positive. Unapatanga wanaume wengi, and I think myself included, unaacha kusema I am depressed. You just realize, oh my God. I think, it's just a guy thing. For so many guys, unasema, I am depressed. And then you just want to sit there and mope about your feelings. It's good. You're feeling whatever you're feeling. You're feeling probably emptiness or whatever it's called. Or you're feeling like you hate everything. Kwa tupane na anhedonia yako. You can't feel any. You can't feel any pleasure. Can't feel any pleasure about life.
Don't be haters.
If that's how you're thinking every time, bana, utapata tu umechange once you have something that you can say, naendanga gym, napiga gym, I look better, I look good, I feel, haya nakaa fiti. It's always being about your feelings mostly, and now it's okay, I have done this to change that. And you're like, wow. Yeah, so it's just a thing I realized, and the biggest lesson I've learned over the past 6 months. Okay. Yeah.
As we wrap it up, are there any any regrets that you have with half the year so far?
No, none, zero, none. Mimi no regrets.
Legit.
No regrets. Yeah, zero.
I feel like in certain moments in my life this year, zilikuwa regrets. But saizi, lakini kuna zenye zijaisha kwa regrets. Yamaza baby. Kuna zenye zijaisha kwa regret. But I wouldn't say like I hold it against myself because it's sad. Because I mean, me, I'm advocate for grace on thyself. But now I feel like sidhani hata kama nikituna regret kwa akili yangu, I think I've already learned from it. Like I've already taken the lesson, the consequences, and I've said, okay, fine, let's own it, let's work. Like it's not stopping us. So like Mugambi, I don't think I have regrets. Like nimezifanya kazi bana. Nimezifanya kazi hivyo.
You real G.
I know.
For the real ones.
For the real ones.
Okay.
For me, okay, I wouldn't really relate it to. I wouldn't really call it a regret. Regret is very hard. It's very tough. Nafanya nasikia kama mtu wewe nakaje. But if I were in a situation and I would handle it differently, is probably how do I put it? how I handled, okay, it's not that serious and tough, but how I handled my first event, MC event, I feel like I would have done very much better. It's not a regret,
It's
as
not a
I'm
regret.
saying. Yeah, because it's my first after all. You expect to go perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but later I'm coming to see how things went, and I'm like, Nelly, imagine hata hapa wewe. Anyway.
Imagine
But I feel like
itaisha.
vitu zinakuwa-
You're feeling it,
I feel like-
Aisha.
I feel like vitu zinakuanga tu hivyo.
Sasa wewe ni MC, utakuwa una feeling, just ni watu
Every
feel.
time.
Man.
Kila mtu kule maze ningefanya hivi.
Ama ningesema hivi. Ama ningefanya hivi. Hata sisi kwa
Sasa hivi unatoka stage watu wamefurahi wanasema good performance. Unashanga watu wako wanaongea.
I feel like it's that. Because hata sisi tukitokanga kurecord na kujanga na jikitisha mkutano.
Unaisikia?
Hebu ni call Dennis side it out your part. Hiyo itoke. Hebu try. Hiyo hapa nafikiria vizuri. I feel like inakuwa ni kitu cha kuwa tu.
And then my other but that's the most genuine one you can get.
Nani refu na mbona mnakaa hivyo?
White is white.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
That's like the main one.
Yeah.
And the other one was what was it? When I shied off a camera, it was a small recording. Is it really small? It is service part-ish of it. So I was like, I shied off a camera and I literally went and cried about it, but I'm like, okay, like I think I'm the kind of person who's very hard on myself when it comes to some things. I'm like, Nelly, sure.
Same girl. Go.
So litaji whatever litaji fight, but yeah, after all, see, it's the part of the journey. Part of the journey.
Fun fact is I watch like our first video. Mera sijui hadi inakaaje. I've not looked at it. Like nilikuwa tu naenda nikiskuma before it dropped just to see if I said anything questionable.
Kyodo not nice.
Kulikuwa na kyodo kingine hapo like that na kwa Dennis niko yo. Hiyo episode inafaa ku go in 1 hour. Mbona ukutoa hii part? Ulikuwa unafaa ku
Hapo ndo anazima simu kiongea. Ama na kublock.
Sasa inafaa kwenda in 1 hour. Mimi nasikia kitu enyewe nilisema itolewe niko why is this still here? And then Njoroge kwa kitu ninge sacrifice, okay, maybe, but that was just a lot of information. Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
Step at a time, babes.
Me, the only regret I have.
Funny thing is, I know why.
It's the nini. I engaged with someone who mimi mwenyewe nilikuwa sasa mimi wachana na huyo hata huyo si regret huyo sina regret. So the whole situation was ile you avoid engaging with someone kwa sababu unajua vizuri sana wewe utaki kuingia into any relationship ama entanglements.
Okay.
Aya mtu they offer nyinyi madem I want what are you no nataka mtu eleze how are you the first to approach me alafu unani ghost when I show interest show interest before sikuwa na show interest
Yes, I was feeling you.
before sikuwa na show interest wewe ndo unani approach unaniulizia namba sijakuuliza namba tumeachana vizuri wewe umeendelea na maisha yako mimi nakuta wewe unanitext unapata namba yangu from a friend unanitext mimi unaniambia sema unipatie namba yako
sasa nikufia siku ego
unanikufiaje alafu unanighost kwani wewe ni nani
you know
alafu ni kweli umeanza kushow interest
pole baba pole
that's the only thing ana nisikiza sai anisikize na anisikize Asikize na asikize vizuri.
Ah, bro.
Anajijua.
Che huni bwana.
Na feel like in as much as
And it was
tuna.
very recent.
Eh.
Check. Juzi tu. So hata karibu nilie man.
Ah, sijui.
I feel like in as much as tunasema hatuna
Tissue hapo.
regret.
So
Mkosha tutaacha tu regret hadi watu.
Mimi sinanga. By the way, mimi sinanga
What?
regrets.
Watu.
Mimi hata mtu
What
mwenye
was
niko
that?
like hata kama ilikuwa mimi sinanga regrets about anything I do
Hata
in my life.
cringing it, like
Juu,
when you're looking back
I
and you're
never
like, how
cringe
did
about-
I get here?
No, because it
Like,
means if I didn't go through that, I'd not be the person I am today.
correct.
So
correct, guys. I
hata
shall
kama
not be the person I
kama
am
ulienda
today.
ukakuwa na entanglement na mtu ambaye unataka kuficha, usiogope. Hata kama uligostiwa, usiogope bro.
Ghostika. Maybe like,
Uligostiwa.
Ghostika. Niligostika tu pole pole.
I've never been
Someone
afraid
told.
to say this, but I feel like then
I mean, you have fallen kadeli chat zote.
Boy,
There's no memory of her anywhere. So you
People pay.
Shout out to Kagwe Mugai.
Nilikuwa nasema, I've not been ever afraid to say this, but I feel like nikiwa kusana na Dennis namdedisha tu.
Huyu
This
hapa.
man coming embarrassment.
Anajuanga tu jinga yako yote.
I mean, awe ni wale watu kwa ruhusa yako upay mic. Like,
Akilewa.
anaambia mtu wangu mwenye ashaniweka pesa changu shoes.
Wacha niongee. Wacha niongee.
Mumjive mimi namjua.
Usinile kutoka usiniguze. Usiniguze.
Mimi najua huyu. Wacha kwambia.
Crazy.
Unaona Mega. Udrem kama sister. Wala inakadesha. Wala ndio nataka kueleza.
Crazy, crazy.
Alikuwa
Wacha hata nikutolee receipts.
Wacha kuonesha tracks ndio waseme bro. Mimi nakusho.
Hey,
tunakumbuka.
hata kidogo amesema hata ni airdrop. Acha niweke kwa TV.
Oh.
Anyways, as we finish up, what is an area that you think you can do better in the next 6 months?
My spiritual life.
Come on.
Acha niseme hivyo. Because I'm a Christian and I have been a Christian for the longest time. But sasa imefika a point where there's always a very weird balance between work at times, the kind of work I do, and going to church or finding. Because I value going to church because that's going to a community of people
Believers.
who you can actually have people to be accountable for you. And now you get that other times unapata uko set inaanza Friday na spill over to the next inaisha on Tuesday. So on a random Wednesday utaona Mugabi ako tao akitembea na shorts na Crocs ati ameendea delivery yako off day on a Wednesday. So the day I had an off day on a Monday asubuhi na ndo naendea delivery.
The life of an actor.
Nimevaa tisho Crocs shorts. Watu wanashanga wewe ni nani? Mbona uko hivi?
Nakwenda Magera.
Bana unapata msea kwa ndani.
Magera.
Kuna msea kwa ndani ya chicken hapa kwa creamy na kule ni nani? Mbona unavaa hivi asubuhi? Monday. But you find that I think unajipata it's very easy for me to get lost. For if I were to just say I don't read my Bible, I don't do anything, I don't find a community of believers to actually be with and help me stay accountable to God and all these things, to myself, for my goals, to God, for what he asked me to do. Inakuanga very easy for me to just slip into old habits and just forget who I was before knowing God. And it's always a conscious decision. Inachanga kuwa more about how you're feeling. When the relationship between you and God changes from how you just feel it. Because it's, oh my God, I feel like now it has to be, I'm intentional about doing this. So once it gets to that point, ile difficulty ulikuwa unadhani ulikuwa nayo ukikuwa Mkristo mara ya kwanza, now it's a whole new
thing.
A whole new shift. Or a word I dislike using because my friend anajuanga why. A whole new dimension. nachukianga hiyo word. Wow.
Mbona?
Dimension.
Nimefikiria hivyo kwa kila yangu, lakini niko
For other reasons, that is CGBN or anything.
Really?
Yeah, another reason.
okay.
Yeah, so my spiritual life ndio
Amazing.
kitu nataka work on
as much.
Yeah, intentionally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, I feel like I really want to work on comfort zone. Me and familiarity like this. If you tell me to stretch, it's like, please, what do you mean stretch? Where are we going? So I think I want to dare myself to do things I've been very scared to do. I'm also going through a whole career transition. Like I thought this was what I was digging, but turns out it's not what I'm digging. And like Nelly, at least there my personal clarity now what she's doing. Me personally, imesema to see here. And see here. So I'm also on a path to transitioning whatever it is my career dreams are. So I'm also looking forward to that. And I'm also looking forward to spiritual life as well.
Yeah.
Me kuna goal nimejiset here. Nataka kuacha it's that thing people say, I do not want to experience God through other people. Now I want it to be like a me thing. Yeah. Like, kama unaongea baba, your child is here, speak to me right here.
Direct.
Yeah, nataka tu levels. Nataka
corners.
Because kuna friend yangu fulani tulikuwa. Nilipea stop hata mimi ikaniguza. Because this person was telling me at salvation journey is a whole process and it takes time and you fall back and you fall back and you fall. Nikamwambia lakini utashinda umefall back kwani hata usongi. Like hadi sasa unatamani namwambia hivyo alafu pika ni hits like pia wewe Megan kwani pia wewe usongi like that has to get to a point where I think nilikuwa number one of my unachoka hadi wewe like you just get out of that situation you're in and you intentionally want to see yourself move forward. So if it's with, for instance with me now, I've realized I want to cut my liquor content. So I've realized because it's a very liquor.
Oh,
my liquor content. Okay. So nika realize I need to like nimerealize because it's a very fresh decision. Say kaenda places iko Junita Nita go back to the same thing. And because I don't want it to continue being a cycle, I just need to completely evade the spaces. Still, I'm strong enough to be in places where scatty, like equal, like in scatty, you get. So yeah, I'm also looking to be very intentional times 20. Yeah.
Nice. Scatty.
From my end, mostly I'd like to see how far I can go with a lot of stuff. I want to maximize my potential, basically.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very ready to try and see what goes through and see what fails, where to improve, when and how to deal with different things, different situations, to risk it all, basically. I think I'm very open to that, especially when it comes to this other side of what I'm not studying, like the practical side of me, beside books. Juwe nikisema na focus on side. Thou shall die, but so yeah, basically nimesema basically mkicount utapata nimesema basically mara mingi.
Nilikuwa na tip jaya every time she says
basically unaweka tu hapo na baki
na maza mvinga
ni ai tu na hizo zingine zote zilikuwa tu basically
sasa nyingine
basically
I really want to understand my role in different places and different positions.
Snap.
Man, sindio?
Snap.
Like, nisikae to maybe the places I can be and I know I would have played a certain role or I would have said something or maybe I'm in someone's life and I would have done this or that. Or maybe I'm in another place and I'm just meant to like sit down and relax, like it's my day to be quiet. So I really want to feel myself understanding and practically doing this in different spaces. Akina feel nimeficha
tuna vile iko home.
And then at the same time as I do all this, balancing things right. In this, I mean, okay, with what I am studying, I know I can't really okay, based on how I have done it before, like mi si mtu nita focus na shule na nibaki shule peke yake. I have had to mix my school days with other things ndio ni feel nimebalance. Sinawambia, okay, plus I think it is also because I wasn't really sure of why I was doing my course, but at the same time it really pushed me, and I have done well. My transcript is looking not so bad, not ugly, it's beautiful now. So when I look at it in that sense, I wouldn't want it to go down. Like it's what I have. I mean, if I were to produce a paper somewhere, that's what I'll have to produce.
Okay.
But at the same time, I know I just want to balance things. Yeah, every other aspect of life. Generally.
Tukimalizia kwa maneno mengi nitafunga na kusema
unasound kama SDA pastor.
Ni kama venye pastor anasemanga as we wrap up,
as finish, conclude, and
as I finish.
But the thing I'm learning, the thing I want to change, learning change
whatever,
what do better.
Mwanzo metukuti yote nikimaliza.
Hata kama ni relationship nataka pia ni go.
I think the one thing I want to improve ni relationship yangu na watu.
Manza tu relationship niko yo.
I think my relationship with people is okay. Personally, it's based on my self-image na how I view myself. So tunaweza sema ni na improve my self-image na how I want to view myself better. Kwa sababu mimi siwezi kubali nipendwe. Nimekataa kupenda. Nimekataa nipendeke.
Na ukipendwa haupendeki.
So
personally na kutrust watu imekuwa nimeona it's becoming
trust. Lakini ameumiza date. Wewe mwenye umeumiza date tunakujia.
It started now that you've mentioned, started a while back. Lakini ningewaambia it started when I was young. I was molested when I was a child.
Acha kujoke.
Any jokes? I had a very good childhood. Nilijua molestation nikiwa adult. I knew it was a word after nimekuwa mkubwa.
Mimi nilirealize acha tunisiongelee hiyo story.
Yeah. So I had a very good childhood to anyone listening. So I think that's the most nataka kuimprove generally. The image enye niko nayo on myself, so that I project it to other people. Because naona if you have an amazing, si ati kombaya though, but there's room for improvement. With myself.
Oh, okay. Okay. Great.
Without the rest.
Okay. Fantastic. Even kwa mesahau even I want to be a better friend. I've slacked on my interpersonality with friendships. Awe sijasema hivyo. Mike itasikia vizuri. That's not a choice.
Amesema friend.
I beg. Yes, I want to be a better. Nimeslack on my intentionality as a friend. Clearly, but yeah, I think I want to improve on that. That being said and done, it's a wrap of our discussion and reflections of what our half years looked like. For more introspective, I'm sure we'll discuss as friends, chini ya maji. But it was so nice for you guys to come here today. I'm grateful for each one of you. Do you know, ambaye kama nampenda, nimesimp sana.
Mistake
No, but I love you guys so much. Na niko appreciate you sana. Hopefully mtaonekana tena kwa hii platform. Most definitely. Yeah, but thank you guys for tuning in. Do not forget to subscribe, share, and tell your friends and your friends and your girlfriends and your boyfriends and the girlfriends of your boyfriends and collectively everyone. And I wish you guys an amazing week depending on when this video will go up. Take care, be safe. We love you. Love and light. Bye-bye.